Drive is 70. I don't know what the hell's the matter with my shit.
I don't know either, buddy, but we're getting started.
Let's do it.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. It's your boy Rick Rob, one time for the one time. And here we are, 10 Cents Crew, back for episode number 77. And we need like a little thing that really kind of livens that up. It's all good though. Hey man, good morning. Because it's morning here. You know what I'm saying? I'm live from Kansas City today, man. How are you guys feeling? Are y'all good? Everybody's good?
Good.
Doing good.
Good.
Live from Paris, California.
What are you doing? What are you doing in Kansas City?
Oh man, I'm chilling out here with the fam, eating some barbecue, chilling. I mean, drinking shots of
so
it's
moonshine.
It's a pleasure trip.
When you head back.
Yeah. This is a pleasureful trip. Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. I mean, I'll be back in time for the half show. I remember that. So yeah, man. I'm just enjoying Kansas City. I'm telling you, man, this is one of the best places in America. I'm telling you.
Then stay with us.
It's not on too many people. I probably
will.
will.
Hopefully your flight don't get canceled, man.
Hopefully, because the day after I leave, it's supposed to be hella rainy, and we went through a thunderstorm last night, and I was like, the entire time, I'm like, bro, no tornado. It's like it's different, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing about being out here.
No tornado.
It's like, I'm just saying. I was just saying, lots of trees. They hit the windows and stuff. You're like, oh snap, you know what I mean? But luckily,
I'm all worried. Everyone's walking around like it's normal.
They are. They're like, no. The clouds aren't saying certain things to us. And I was like, damn, y'all read the clouds better than the Indians. But anyways, that was Native Americans, you know. Anyways, all right. Anyhow, let's get to it. First quarter. Let's talk NBA for the first. Well, not the first time. I guess the second time this week. Our beloved Los Angeles Lakers are down 0-2. They have officially lost 9 straight since getting rid of Kyle Kuzma. Is it time to press the button? Since we got rid of Caruso.
That's how I look at it.
Gotta have Killer Caruso.
One of my buddies tried to send me that thing on Kyle Kuzma. That Kyle Kuzma has scored 10 and 11 points in his first 2 games. He averaged more with the Lakers off the bench, which was like 13.
Yeah. Well, we already know what that's really going to be. I mean, hey, shout out to Kuzma for making the best of it, but really, you're not wrong. The Caruso was the one that we really shouldn't let get away. So, thugged here for that one. But yeah, man. What do you guys make of this very slow start to the Lakers season?
I'm hoping it ends up being like the Miami Heat, where they first got together and they had a slow start, but they were able to turn it on towards.
Yeah, they were like 9-8, I think, in their first 17 games or something like that.
Exactly.
So
I mean, how many games has gone by?
2.
We've only had 2, yeah.
We have another one today, I think.
I don't think we have to worry about it. I mean, they need to build that chemistry. They need to get it together. I don't know what's going on with AD and freaking what's his name pushing each other on the bench, but
we can't have that on the bench. But we understand that things get chippy.
They need to get on that right away, because we need both of them players. But I don't see it. We need to worry anything right now.
Yeah, it sounds like they did attack that.
Yeah, it sounds like they squashed it already, but whatever. I just think you got a couple guys that are out, and so you've had to fill with some players. I will say this: Avery Bradley's looked pretty decent since coming back. He's about,
the second game he went for 30 minutes and 0 stats. So I don't know.
I'm sure his stats were immeasurable. You got to watch a game to really understand the impact of a person. If you just look in the box sheet, then you're going to miss a lot of factors.
What hustle plays?
He's our best defensive player.
Yeah, defensive player. Look at who he's clamping down, things of that nature.
He ain't had no fouls.
Perfect.
You ain't strapping up, but you ain't got no fouls.
Right. He can stay in the game longer if he's got.
Or you're
fouls.
Playing really smart defense. I get it. I
got
6 fouls. I want to use all of them.
I'm just saying, you can't have someone on the court that ain't gonna put up no stats.
I want to get Renee's take. So, what do you feel about the Laker team, sir?
Yeah. So, like I said, I think they're gonna end up turning. I think it's gonna be kind of like the Miami Heat, where it took them a while to get going. I think they'll get it together, but I'm still concerned about the age and just all the guards. We have way too many guards, man.
So let me ask you this then. Do you think that the team as laid right now is going to be the team at the end of the season? Or do you think there'll be a trade maybe?
I'm sure there'll be like a little small trade here and there, but for the most part, it'll stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you could see happening right now? Because, there's a lot of names still out there. Unfortunately, a lot of them are guards, but there's still a lot of names out there.
Like free agents or...
No, guys that could potentially be on the move, like Buddy Hield is clearly, I think he's one of the ones at the top of this list.
Buddy Hield before we got Russ, just for shooting purposes and spreading the court. for Anthony Davis and LeBron.
I told you guys about Russ. I don't believe in that fool. He's a problem
I
maker.
definitely believe in Russ for sure. I don't
Yeah.
think he's a problem at all.
Yeah. What's
What
the matter
problem
with you,
has he?
Luda? How could you not believe in him?
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
we'll see. It's the second game, right?
Because he's
The
played
man's
with
a Hall
some
of
great
Famer.
players and they haven't made it, won a championship.
According to your brother, he's a Hall of Famer. Like
The man's a
most-
Hall of Famer.
yeah.
No, we'll get to some of those. All right, let's talk to 76ers. The 76ers and Ben Simmons, that saga continues to go on. And it seems like Daryl Morey is inclined to let this thing go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and
Yep.
ever. I mean, he's got at least 4 years left on that contract. So he's like, let's run the whole 4. Ben
Mhm.
Simmons did meet with the team this week, and they said that while it was a good meeting, he let them know that he's not mentally ready to join the team and be on the court. What do you guys make of all that? I mean, I know a lot of you said,
What is Joel Embiid doing? First, you came out and said, I don't care about that guy. I don't care what he does.
Right. I'm not
this
here
is
to
previous to the
babysit.
meeting.
I'm not here to babysit. Then you step on the court and ask the fans, oh, we're still a team. Let them know we're here for him. Man, Joel, get the fuck out of here with that. You already
Well-
said what you said and you meant it. Now you're trying to backtrack.
They had a
You don't want him
conversation.
on
Tell,
the
tell
TV
him,
then.
Renee. Tell him.
Yeah.
Let it be.
I mean, yeah, Rick might be right. Maybe they talked personally between the two of them.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't you can't understand this. Yeah, oh, hey, maybe I overreacted. Okay, let me back up off of this. I am the leader of the team or the co-leader and say, yo, look, come on, we need this guy. Let's get him right. It's tough. My bad. I was pissed.
Nah, not once you already
Good of-
blasted me on media day when you wanted to be a tough
Well,
guy.
Remember what we talked about, right? Like I told you, I was backing Ben Simmons and all this until he showed up at practice and started doing the things that he was doing, right?
No, that's
Like
fine.
to me, that's some bish made stuff. You know what I
Is
mean?
this,
You don't
is
show up-
this,
Yeah,
is
let's
this though? Could this possibly be just an extension of that? Still trying to see if he can force his way out.
I think
Yeah,
Like
it is.
Rich Paul being in the background going, look, man, I don't want you to lose any more money. There's a loophole in the contracts in the bargaining agreement that basically if you have something going on mentally, they can't
They can't
fine you,
touch
they
it.
can't
Yeah.
take money,
I think it's an excuse.
play
Like,
that
I-
out as long as we can, or
I'll-
get yourself right,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
as
maybe.
far as
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not even.
I guess some of it could be mentally because he probably knows he's going to get a fucking major booing by all of the fans. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Philly is
Yeah.
not an easy place for people to play. So,
No, my take on this is like it's really Ben Simmons. I mean, yeah, you can have somebody talk shit about you and say we don't want you on the team, and you take it personal, and then he comes back and says, you know what, I thought about it. We do need you. You're a good player. It's really up to him to react to that. Like, no, I still hate you for saying that shit or whatever. But this mentally unstable thing, I think it's an excuse. I'm not saying it's not a real thing, but it's now a very touchy subject where people won't fuck with you because you're saying that, and it's like almost a disease or something, right? So I think, like Brian said earlier, let's use that tactic and let them lay off you for a while, and nobody's really going to say anything to you or start pressuring you or anything like that. So Ben Simmons, fuck you, bro.
Yeah,
grow up.
I agree with Louis there. It's not about Embiid at all and what he did or didn't do. Who gives a shit? That's not the problem. Ben Simmons needs to grow a set of nuts and let him hang. Be a fucking man already. You know, if you want out, stick with wanting out. If you want to come back, whatever the situation.
He
But now
does
you're
want
throwing
out.
this
They haven't traded him.
now you're throwing this mental, oh, I'm not mentally fit. Shut up. Everybody
No, but
knows
he
what
does
the
want
problem
out.
is.
He's made
But
that
it's
loud
like-
and clear, and they haven't let him out.
Well, I don't know what to tell
So
you.
now
then.
you got to
Well,
play another hand.
Do what you got to do and play the
You got-
season
you
for
gotta
him.
play another
Do
hand.
what you should do. Either
Good
sit
job.
out the whole season
I'm
and
sorry.
stick by your. Hold on, let me finish talking.
I'm just saying. James Harden did the same thing that he basically did.
That's fine.
and
James
but,
Harden
and,
got
but
what he
the,
wanted.
and
so,
the Rockets traded him.
right,
But
so
but Maury's not. Maury is flat out said, I'm not trading him for peanuts. He wants something in
you
return.
either sit out or
Yeah.
So
fucking nut up and play like a man, and then kick ass this year. And that way, maybe you're out next year. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I agree.
Quit
I
being
agree.
a bitch.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, it's a tough thing, and I think we had a conversation on one of the podcasts about these contracts and the players being able to get out of them and things of that nature. And I think if I remember correctly, we all agreed that the consensus was that you just agree to a shorter term contract. It's just
Yeah.
better for all in
just
that
keep
case. Right?
doing 1-year deals.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one
I
on
mean,
ones,
you're
right?
still going to get paid.
with
right?
the
I mean, you're
option.
still going to make money. It's just you got
Yeah,
to
but the
really
1 year
decide: do
deal
you want to
doesn't
be there or
guarantee
not?
you when you shatter your leg or your knee.
No,
And
I
that's-
agree.
And that's the
correct.
problem.
That's
And that
correct.
is the problem, right?
But-
Yes, you
that's
better
now
have a
you're
good
in a-
insurance policy then.
But
Right.
but now you're in a 4-year or 5-year contract, and you don't even want to be there.
Yeah, you can't
mean,
handle it. You know. what I
Now,
mean?
is there a legal
Well, I
way
don't think it
to? Is
wasn't
there a
that he
legal
didn't
way to
want
get
to
out
be
of
there.
it?
It's when the coach and Joel start talking shit. Then it's like, all right, well,
Well,
like,
Yeah,
you
I
know
know,
what?
but
Though at
see,
the
one
same time,
thing
though,
to-
is it
to
is
be-
He
is
earned
it
it.
is it wrong for a coach to speak out about a player to say you're not carrying your weight? You're
probably not in public.
I
Probably
mean,
not on
Oh.
social media.
well,
talk to
maybe
the
they've
owners
done it
about
behind the scenes and it's not working.
Right.
So
is
maybe
it
it's time to
cool-
finally
so
say
it's
it's
cool if Ben Simmons comes out and be like, you know what, I'm gonna play, but I need Joel to stop being a bitch every time he gets hurt.
I mean,
That's a
He
fact.
he could
Like
say
he
that.
missed
we-
more games than most players in the NBA. So
Yeah,
can
but
play
that's
through
different
the-
than
I don't-
having
you
your
can play through
feelings
being
hurt.
hurt. You can play through being hurt.
It
A lot of
depends
players
what the
done it.
injury is.
It
You wanna
depends on
be
what the
great.
injury is.
Yeah, it
You
depends
wanna
what
be
the
like
injury is.
Kobe, you want to be great like Shaq and all them. They've all played through injuries. Get your
It all
butt
depends on the
and play
injury,
through
though,
it.
too.
Yeah. Are you listening?
Depends on the injury.
It all depends on the injuries. Oh, I
I'm
broke
just
my
saying.
leg. All right, fucking get out there. You better keep playing. My leg's broken. Oh, no, you got to be
I
like
didn't say he
Shaq.
broke. He hasn't broke his leg
Gotta
yet.
be
Eddie.
like Shaq. Better get out there.
He hasn't
Come
broke his
on.
leg yet. Sorry, he has a little
Well-
bit of back spasms. Get out there.
I think
A lot of
to
players
to
go
your
through that.
point, Renee, I
It's
think
what it
that players should be players and coaches. They should be allowed to voice a little frustration and maybe motivate themselves or each other, via outlets if they want, but do it in a respectful manner. Know your
Joel
I mean,
audience.
can't play
well, my
back-to-back
whole thing,
games
my
'cause
whole
of
thing,
his-
my whole thing
Wait,
though too
Dwayne
is
Wade?
like what Doc said last year after
Mhm.
the playoffs. Was it really all that bad?
No, not really. Especially
I
when the
don't think
stories came
so.
out on what exactly
Well,
occurred.
what did he
that
say
Right.
for our listeners that don't know? What did he say, sir?
Didn't he basically say like, I don't know if we can win with him? In a way,
Yeah,
like,
that's what he
right? I
said.
mean, that's
No,
basically what he
that's
said.
Exactly what he said.
Okay, so is there
Can
anything wrong
Ben
with saying
Simmons
that?
Be the leading point guard
If-
for a championship.
If you're
team?
that mentally
I don't
weak
know.
to have somebody say, I don't know if we can win with you. Oh my God, I can't play here anymore.
I hope we
come on.
can,
Right.
but I don't know. I
But
mean,
it's
that's
not
a
like
real
That's what I'm
answer.
saying. That well,
But to-
but
And-
that's
and you
what I'm
guys
saying.
do
If
understand.
if you're a strong mentally, person who has the will to say, well, fuck you, I'm going to show you,
Right.
then you go and do it. But
Right.
it doesn't
I think
seem
that's
like
the
Ben
problem with
Simmons
a
is
lot of
all
this
about
era.
doing that.
Yeah,
agree.
that's the
like Ben
problem with a
Simmons-
lot of these guys
Yeah.
nowadays, this era. They're fucking weak.
Yeah.
They can't handle, like, say, a Michael Jordan being on your team and getting in your ass, or Kobe,
Right.
or, the guys from back then, or Bird, or Bird, who would fucking get into his teammates. These fucking guys are weak. You yell at them a little bit and they fold. They want to leave.
Well,
Yeah.
I
agree with
unfortunately,
that.
I don't know how you
a lot of that's
toughen that up.
just society today.
That's just crazy,
Yeah.
Well, I just,
I
yeah.
don't think he's having mental issues though. I think it's just like you guys said, a play on.
Yeah, I mean, it
not
could
being
Yeah.
be.
around anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's get to the big topic this week was the ESPN 75 list. This is where, sorry, not ESPN. It was the NBA 75th anniversary team. This is the 75th anniversary of the league, its induction. So they decided to put out the 75 top players of all time. And man, were there some comments. And I want to discuss this. I was thinking about saving this for the second quarter, but let's jump into it real quick. Okay. Real quick. I'm just going to outline a couple of highlights from the 75th anniversary team. Okay. There are some current players. This is 11, actually. Giannis, Carmelo, Stephen Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, James Harden, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook. Let's see. There's 6 international players. I told you about Antetokounmpo, Tim Duncan, Patrick Ewing, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Let's see. What else does it say? There's 5 NBA legends who are serving as ambassadors. That's Clyde Drexler, Magic Johnson. I told you Dirk Nowitzki, Bob Pettit, and Oscar Robertson. A lot of people talking about, some notable omissions here. One of them being Dwight Howard. Another one of them being Klay Thompson. Matter of fact, Warriors gave him a number 77 jersey that he wore hilariously. By the way, I love Hurt Klay. I just want you to know I learned so much more about Klay during his time off the field, off the court, that I've so enjoyed. Another couple, T-Mac and Vince. What do you guys think? Do you like the list as it currently is laid? Do you think that there should be some other people on here instead of? Talk to me about it.
I don't know.
All I know,
You
is that
end up
every-
taking somebody off that,
Yeah.
like, I think the problem is some people don't even know who some of these guys are. There's not enough.
Well,
There's
All
not
right,
enough
let's talk-
true historians, right?
So
Of
let's
the game.
let's
So
let's talk about one. Okay, so Dwight Howard was obviously one, and they said, look at Dwight Howard's resume. How is Bill Walton on this team instead of Dwight Howard?
Bill Walton
Okay.
was the first person to get 6 man of the year and MVP,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
So if we're running with that, is that a fact?
Dwight
Or
Howard has
is
never
it-
been MVP.
No, I'm just asking you. Is that a fact?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
What you said?
I'll look it up.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna
Well,
double check it.
run that because you know what, I saved this because I know this is the type of guy that you are. You are an accolades type person when it comes to lists like this. And so let's talk accolades. All right. Dwight Howard was an 8-time All-Star, 2-time block champ, 8-time All-NBA. He was all rookie, 5-time rebound champ, 2020 NBA champ, 5-time All Defensive, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year.
okay.
Where does Walton stack up against that?
He's 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, 2-time All-Defensive Team, 1977, 78 MVP, 77 Finals MVP,
Oh, he pulled it up.
85th, 86 Sixth Man of the Year, 76, 77 Rebounding Champ, 76, 77 Blocks Champ, 2-time NBA Champion.
Okay. Sounds like an impressive resume. Sounds like he's number 77 to me, and Dwight Howard is on that
Yeah,
list.
yeah. It sounds like he's better than Dwight Howard. Huh?
Dwight 78.
No, I say Dwight Howard's
He
on the
said the
list.
opposite. He
I
said
said Dwight Howard's on the list and Walton's out.
Okay.
No, I know. It sounds like Walton should be on the list because he's that MVP. And FYI,
That's what it is for you.
No, I'm just telling you what it is for whoever made the list. All MVPs are on there except Derrick Rose.
Clyde Drexler?
All MVPs are on there except Derrick Rose.
Was Clyde Drexler?
He was an MVP
He's on the list.
of MVPs. No, I know, but I'm letting you know all MVPs made the list other than Derrick Rose, and then they added from there. So there's like 51 MVPs.
Oh, I see
over.
what you're saying. I see
There's
what you're
51
saying.
MVPs total, and I think 50 of them are on the list. Derrick Rose is the only
Mm.
one that's not, and then that leaves you 25 slots.
So is that fair?
I don't know because I don't
Oh,
know
that's what I'm
some of the
asking.
people back in the day that.
Well,
Well played.
I'm talking to you specifically about these two real quick.
Well,
All
I
right, I'll
mean-
give you.
Well, if that was the
Let's-
case, I mean, you could throw a lot of names on here. You would take Dwight Howard over James Worthy?
No.
Because if you went based off of what you just said, Rick, reading
Yeah.
off
James Worthy's
Howard's accomplishments.
No,
seem way
because
more
of what
than,
James Worthy's impact to that squad. No, but would I take Dwight Howard over Paul Pierce? Yes, I would take Dwight
You
Howard
would take
over.
Dwight Howard over the reason the Celtics won their last championship.
What do you mean, Ray Allen?
No, he's not the reason they won it.
How do you figure?
Paul Pierce got hurt. Celtics looked like shit. Came back, won the game. And he
Paul
was the
Pierce
youth
was. You talking about a
scorer
person that has
mean
mental
when he-
issues?
You mean when he shitted
when
on
they beat
him?
the Lakers in
No,
the championship.
no. To answer the question,
When
I would
Dwight
take
Howard
Dwight
got
Howard.
swept out of the finals from the Lakers.
and do you understand what it took for Paul Pierce to finally win a championship? He had to have 3 other Hall of Famers in order to make that happen.
Yeah, there
Where
were
was he at
two
before?
other Hall of Famers.
But he
yeah.
got it done.
But,
Yeah,
but you're
I think-
asking me if I would put him. You're still not making the argument.
So
Go ahead, I'm
you're
sorry.
telling me what did it take for Dwight Howard to get a championship?
I mean, he joined the Lakers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
but
even worse than what
but
Paul Pierce did.
his team. Do you remember his Orlando Magic teams? You probably don't.
And yes, and they got swept.
Right, but do you remember who was on those teams? Who?
Yeah,
Who?
Hardaway? No,
No,
not
it wasn't Hardaway.
No.
It was
Jameer
Rashad
Nelson.
Lewis,
Jameer
Jameer
Nelson.
Nelson.
Stojakovic, or not Page and Stojakovic, the other one, Tito Herculud,
Hedo
Jameer
Herculud.
Nelson. Yeah, his team was actually pretty all right. The East just
Was
sucked. What do you
all
want me to say?
right.
The East sucked. What do you want me to say?
All I'm saying to you is that you asked
the
me
thing.
if I would put him over Paul Pierce, and I would.
That's okay. That's
Okay.
fine. I would.
Yeah.
I
I
would
beg to
put him over
differ.
Paul Pierce.
I mean, Paul Pierce is probably literally like number 75.
yeah, I mean,
If he's
he
that.
should be. Well, now hold on. And I do now. There is another interesting argument because actually, this particular argument, the guy said that there's no argument for Damian Lillard making the top 75 list over Dwight Howard. And Damian Lillard was a 6-time All-Star, All Rookie, 6-time All NBA, Rookie of the Year. That's it.
He's a better player than Dwight.
Yeah, but it's not all accolades. Yeah, exactly.
He's not 6'10", so he's not going to be a rebounder and a blocker, right?
I would agree with that.
He's
So
always,
once-
I would say, within the top 10 players in the league, right?
Yeah, he is.
Every year.
And he's
Consistently.
always in the top 5
Close to
scoring.
being maybe MVP in the running, close to being in the running every year, even though he doesn't have all the accolades.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
It's
To
just
your
he's
point
always
earlier,
getting
there-
edged out. He's always getting edged out or
Yeah.
bumped out
I
early in
mean,
the
I
playoffs.
don't feel bad that Kyrie didn't make it.
Yeah, that was a conversation too. I saw somebody said, I think it was Richard Jefferson who was like, "You're right, Kyrie's not number 75; he's top 20." Like,
Yeah, that's a lie too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tough.
He
That's
never
tough.
make top 20.
Mm,
You think he's better than Charles Barkley?
I mean, look, to your point earlier, right? When you talked about Damian Lillard versus Dwight Howard and, the size and all that type of stuff, I feel like it's hard to compare, a Charles Barkley, a point or a power forward to a guard. But in terms of the impact that they have on their teams when they're actually playing, you might be able to argue that Kyrie is up there. I mean,
And not only that,
I don't know.
the reason I chose Charles Barkley is he is only 6'6", which
Yeah.
is normally a guard's height.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but he's around mound to rebound. I mean,
I'm just saying,
at
but
a
Charles Barkley
time,
probably barely cracks the top 20. He's like 15, maybe somewhere there. When you think about like all the great players that are there, Kyrie's not cracking that.
yeah, Charles is up there for me, but yeah, it's a tough list. I think somebody said it earlier, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who. A lot of these guys, it's hard to you gotta really look at not only some YouTube highlights, but you got to look at some stats. I mean, and once again, I love stats, I really do, but I feel like stats don't always tell the full story. So like a Dave DeBusschere, I have no idea enough about. I really don't. I didn't pay
fair
attention
enough.
to
Right.
was
He's
it
part
Knicks
of that
or the
Knicks team.
Celtics?
He's a part of
Yeah,
the Knicks team. He's
that's
part
why
of
I thought it was
the
Knicks.
Willis Reed.
Yeah, I don't know
teams.
enough about you.
But
I
even
don't.
when we did like the greatest, when this was back a few episodes, but we did the top 5 in each position that we thought, right?
Mhm.
Kyrie
Right,
was not
yeah.
cracking none of those players. He definitely didn't make top 5 point guards, but he wasn't better than Dwayne Wade. He wasn't better than like Allen Iverson, right? Kobe, Jordan,
Steph.
LeBron, Steph.
I really wish
KD,
Kyrie.
Right. But this list is not going based on positions, just the top.
No, it's just top
players.
So
seven.
I know, but
5.
I don't think he's. If you were to take the top 5 in every position ever,
Right.
I don't think Kyrie is better than them. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, with this list, it's going to be kind of like every group of guys that are everywhere in the world are going to have.
No,
their own
I know.
opinion,
I was just
you know?
talking about Kyrie in general.
Right. No, I,
Because
and
they
I
said
get
he
it.
was top 20. Richard Jefferson or someone said, like, or Iguodala said it. He's like, yeah, you're
Was
right.
it Iggy?
He's top 20. But
Yeah,
he's
because
not.
Yeah.
this shit is going to change like in 5 years when they do the 80th anniversary.
Oh,
shit,
you're just gonna add 5
you
players,
know,
right? You should just add
you
5
know,
players.
So
Well, like
Yeah.
I said, I think the biggest issue is like I said, a lot of these guys aren't historians of the game. They don't.
Correct,
They only know the time frame that they played in. Same with
Right.
just people in general, right? They only look at who they saw play. They don't go back and look and realize
I
what
wanna-
some of these other
yeah,
guys
'cause it-
did. I mean,
yeah, exactly. And I think if we went off accolades, I don't know if Carmelo would make it.
right.
right, and I agree with you
Carmelo
on
is
that.
definitely like one of the greatest scorers I've
Well,
ever seen.
I'll give you
basketball.
like you brought up the Busher, right? Like I've
Yeah.
never heard of this guy, and I mean I heard the name, but Paul Arizin. But when you look at his accomplishments, he played during
know.
the 50s and 60s with the Warriors, right? From 50 to 62 or whatever.
Correct.
10-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA, 51 Rookie of the Year, 52 MVP of the All-Star game, 2-time scoring champ, and NBA champion in 56. By the way, he averaged 23 points, 8 rebounds a game. I mean,
with no 3-point line.
with no
So you're-
3-point
you're-
line either. So, but what I'm saying is he's on the list. And for me, once you finally read his accomplishments, and granted, it was in the 1950s and 60s, the game was what it was back then, right? Like you said, no 3-point line. You could hold the ball as much as you wanted. There was no 24-second shot clock, all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, the dude could play, obviously. I mean, based off his accomplishments. So, I mean, could you throw another person on? Sure. But you really got to look at this list and go, who are you taking off?
Right.
I think the NBA has got to do a better job of making sure that we know all these greats. I know that there's
Right.
an NBA Classic channel and things of that nature. We got to do a little bit better because
Well,
I need
I know,
to
I
see more
think-
of these games.
I thought I saw something where they just took like one of Wilt or some of Wilt's games or something like that,
And
and
then
just
like 4K.
they put it in
Yeah.
4K HD in
Which
color.
is
Look
Okay,
But
pretty
it's,
amazing.
it's pretty cool. So
Wilt- yeah,
get a
Wilt was
chance to see
killing it.
that. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he was.
I didn't know he had a fadeaway like that. Like his fadeaway was
Oh, man.
crazy good.
Yeah, he
It
was
was
a fadeaway.
it was unstoppable for
now I
sure.
know where MJ got it from.
All right, well, let's keep it pushing. We're off to the NFL. You know, it's
All
week
right.
7. We talked week 6 and a half show. If you don't know,
Now you
check
know.
on YouTube for that. You know what I'm saying? We're out there. It's a YouTube only release. But yeah, week 7, man. We got a couple of good games this week. It looks like all of our teams are playing.
Nope.
Oh, hold on. Who's not playing?
Mine.
I don't have it listed.
Dallas.
No Cowboys.
Dallas.
Yeah, you guys aren't playing.
No
huh?
Dallas. No coach isn't on, but no Steelers.
I know
So-
Steelers.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
good
you know
for
what?
the
I'm looking
Cowboys
at the-
though, because that gives Dak time to rest after that
Yeah.
that strained calf he had.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No Bills, no Cowboys, no Vikings.
Yeah, I knew
no
Bills.
Steelers, no Chargers, and no Jaguars this week.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Those are the
Here we
bye.
go. If I can get into the right week, there we go. All right.
Week 7.
All right. So my bad. I said week 7 and I'm looking at week 6. Mijo, my bad. All right. Well, a couple of good games. Let's start here since I'm in Kansas City. Let's start with the Chiefs versus Tennessee. All right. This is going to be this should be a very good game. It's going to be in Tennessee. Unfortunately, if it was out here, I promise you I wouldn't be on right now. Sorry. But it's in Tennessee. What do we think is going to happen here, man? Is Patrick Mahomes and everybody going to right that ship, or is Derrick Henry going to keep the train rolling?
Well, Derrick Henry is going to definitely keep the train rolling, but we just need Mahomes, or Mahomes needs to pick it up, get his passes, have fools catch the ball, and win.
So do you think he wins today?
Yeah, they're playing at Tennessee,
Yeah.
you know, and the way they've been playing, I have to give my vote to Tennessee today, dude.
Oh, okay. Just
I think
curious.
this is
Did
the
you
game
pick?
of
Did
the
you pick?
week,
Did
by
you
the
pick
way.
Tennessee to beat Buffalo last week? I forget.
I
Oh.
wasn't. I'm not in that league thingy, but
No,
I did.
We're
No,
not-
no,
we're
no,
just
no,
talking
no.
about
I mean
when
on the
we-
podcast.
podcast.
On the podcast, I did pick Tennessee to beat Buffalo last week.
All right. Okay. Good shit. Good shit. All right. P, what do you think?
I think I agree with Luda. Tennessee is probably going to pull it off. Derrick Henry is going to run wild. Mahomes, I think, is still going to do his thing.
Right.
Tyreek Hill's a little banged up, so that might affect him a little bit. I think McCole Hardman's going to have a good game for him because seems to be the second go-to guy.
Yeah.
Kelsey, it seems like he's kind of been hit or miss lately. He's doing things, but
He's not doing
in
enough.
Kelsey fashion.
Yeah.
But so yeah, and they're in Tennessee. I think I see Tennessee winning.
Okay. So am I the only one that's going to say Kansas City's going to win this game?
Well,
And
you
I
don't-
did say the Bills were going to win last week, so I was wrong on that.
Yeah, but you
Mm.
picked the Bills probably because they have a better defense. Kansas City's defense is very, very shitty.
Yeah, their defense is dookie.
It's
All right. So
sneaky.
I'm the only one on online for
I'm
saying
kind
Kansas
of
City's
thinking,
going
man. I'm
to win.
really kind of on the fence because I feel like maybe that big win from Buffalo, they still might be sky high.
Little hangover
Mm.
from it.
Yeah,
Mm.
and the Chiefs might come in and steal this one. So I'm probably with you.
I mean,
I'll take the Chiefs on the.
I think the Chiefs need it
I'm
more,
more of
than
a-
Tennessee
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, they
The
do.
Chiefs need it more than Tennessee does. That's
They
for
do.
sure.
Well,
But like I said, I think this is the game. When you look at the schedule for this week,
Yeah.
this is the big game.
Yeah.
When you look like just across, I mean, obviously each one of you guys have a team playing, but realistically, this is the marquee game, I think, of this week.
Yeah.
Is this the game this week, Luda?
It's not the game.
it's not the game. I know. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna
Detroit,
get to that. That's
Detroit, LA is like, sorry, it's
Right, right.
maybe in the top
Jared Goff with the upset.
8 or
What?
9 games.
Oh no, who
Yeah.
Bobo's going for? Who's Bobo going for in that game?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Hilarious.
Let's go for the
Oh, his heart is split.
Me and
Well,
Bob.
he's wearing a Detroit Lions shirt underneath his Rams shirt.
Yeah.
hedging his bets. Yeah. So let's talk about that game then. All right,
Yeah.
real quick because I get it. I think on
It's a
the surface we
blowout.
all think that the Rams should smash them, right?
It's,
We
and then on
if it's
and
not
then
a
on top of that-
smash, then there's major issues.
yeah, and then on top of that, what did Campbell say this week about his quarterback? He pulled the Doc Rivers almost,
Yeah,
right?
He
He's
said,
like,
I
I'm
need
not,
him to step up.
Yeah.
yeah. He said, I'm
He's
not
not
gonna
gonna
say
make
he's not
plays.
trying, but he could do a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
I have not heard what Goff's response to that is, but things are looking real ugly for Goff real quick.
I don't
I'm
think
not
he
saying
responded. I
sucks,
just
but he could do a lot better.
yeah.
Would
I
you
love
take him on
that.
your team, Renee?
Huh?
Would you take him on your team?
Who, Golf?
Yeah.
Meaning, like, if I was Detroit, would I have traded Stafford for him?
Would if you were San Francisco, would you get?
No, I would rather just keep Jimmy G. I mean, whatever. Just saying.
No, this game they're gonna Rams should win it. I predict it's gonna be 34-7 is the score. But I do feel that Goff is gonna play harder against them. So you never know in
Well,
football.
they always do. Every person who ever gets traded tends to do that kind of stuff. They
Right,
always seem to play
which-
better.
which is
But-
what's scary.
But also at the same time, it's like why we're holding Goff's feet to the fire in a situation in Detroit where Detroit is still a shitty ass team.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
shit
it's not-
organization.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, we didn't do
But
this
Goff
to
is not
Stafford.
playing well.
I
Well, we could
agree.
say
I
Golf is
agree.
not playing well, but who does he have to throw the ball to?
Right.
And
But
who does he have
Goff is
blocking for him?
No. But here goes the thing, and I'm sorry,
with
Pete, go ahead.
Stafford, there's a lot of games he didn't play well, and that was just because
Oh.
his team sucked around him.
Hold on,
Look
Pete.
at
Go
him
ahead.
now
Finish
with a
what you're
good
saying.
team.
No, that's not me. That's Renee.
Go ahead.
No, I cut you off. I know, but
Oh, that's fine. Go
you're
ahead.
saying something.
I forgot.
My bad. All I'm saying to you guys is I understand everything that you're saying in regards to who he's throwing to, right? And I'm always a proponent of you got to look at the stuff outside. But he's doing a lot of stuff that is very reminiscent of Mark Sanchez in New York butt fumble year. Like, do you guys remember do you remember? I think it was either the week before last or the one before that where the ball had gone off of his like mask or something and then into the defender's hands. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that are Jared Goff specific controlled things that aren't good. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That Jared, at the end of the day, you're looking at Jared Goff like, fam, I understand all these other factors, but
Right.
one isn't taking care of business either. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
I just
It could just be. It could. But overall, it could just be. It's Detroit. You know,
Yeah,
like
Because
you know what I mean.
like-
Just in general, like
I'm not saying Golf is the
Yeah.
reason why the Rams went to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, but he
Yeah.
was good enough to not fuck the games up to get him there.
He played his heart out against
You see what I'm
KC
saying?
that year.
Goff is the type of guy that needs a McVay. He's got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
He's got a good arm. He's actually really accurate. But he needs a McVay. He needs a Gruden type, a quarterback
Yeah.
guru type of coach. And in Detroit,
Well,
he
apparently
definitely
he got
have
that.
And he
that.
also
Well,
has
that's what
talent around him.
I
He
think-
has to have a lot of talent around him.
Yeah.
I
for
think
him
he
to be
needs an
successful.
offensive coordinator that knows what his strengths and his weaknesses are and
Yeah.
plays to those, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and like you said, McVay was able to,
Fucking
to
highway
maybe
robbery
hide.
that trade.
Yeah, and
Mc-
there's
Mc-
only, how many of those guys are there? There's
Well, but what
McVay,
I'm saying,
there's
McVay-
John Gruden,
Yeah.
there's Andy
Mc-
Reid.
McVay was able
Shanahan.
to.
Shanahan.
McVay was
Hold on.
able to.
Don't say John Gruden around here. You
Yeah,
know that name
exactly.
gets- the name would get us
Hey,
canceled. Hold
Hey, the man's a quarterback guru. Yeah, that's all I'm
on.
saying.
Nah, he is.
McVay
The
was
racist
able
quarterback guru.
to hide Goff's weaknesses, right, and put him in
Yeah.
position to win, right, like with whatever throws he wanted accomplished, right. And there was talk of how they used to work it out. McVay would give him the play real early on, but then tell him, because they have so many seconds, right, in the headset,
Yeah.
to say your first read should be here, second read should be here.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they need to do in Detroit. Like,
Yeah.
just lay it
But if
out
that's
there
the
for him.
case, then you're just not a good quarterback.
Yeah, you need to
Well,
figure that out.
Huh?
I mean,
Yeah,
but remember,
Because he's been in the league for years now.
I agree,
Yeah.
but if that's the way that McVay always laid it out for him, maybe
he was
And he did
anointed.
probably, but also you gotta have talent around to have the quarterback to do that for a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
But-
You already
but-
be babying him, but then you gotta have surround him with talent.
we don't know how many of we don't know how many of these other quarterbacks don't get that same treatment in the
Well,
league.
yeah, but
there's
so
a
I
there's
would
there's a
say-
lot
yeah.
of quarterbacks that you
No,
can look at right now
I-
and you can say they don't know how to read a defense
Right,
right
I
from
agree
the
with you.
get go.
100%.
So
And so McVay doing that also secured his job, right? All right, I got to do this for him, so I don't
Right.
get fired because our team sucks.
right,
my quarterback
but
sucks.
but
That's
that-
how other
this could be
coaches do
going
look
on
at it.
for a lot of other quarterbacks.
No, that's what I'm
is
saying.
I'm
Other
in the
coaches
league.
should be looking at it that way too. Like maybe I
Yeah.
should tell them the reads so I don't get fired and we could be like winning or more competitive, whatever it is you want
Yeah.
to call
Yeah.
it.
I
Some coaches,
think
I think,
that's
are
a,
like,
that's
You know,
that,
you
that's
got
a
a
lot to ask.
defensive-minded head
Yeah.
coach. He's not gonna be able to
That's a
tell
lot
them the
to
reads.
All right, let's keep running through these. We got a
All
couple of more to get through. Cincy and Baltimore is going to be an interesting game. Division game. Joe B. Great gets
Mhm.
a chance to really step up and make his name known. But hey, Lamar and those boys are on fire. What do you guys think is going to happen, real quick?
Baltimore's going to win.
Be more.
Baltimore.
I think
Yeah.
that I think the defense for Baltimore makes it difficult for Cincinnati. Plus, Baltimore's at home.
And they're playing at home. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yes, right.
their defense isn't actually all that this year. I mean, they're okay. The Baltimore defense. I think Baltimore's going to win. I think Lamar's going to outdo Joe
Burrow.
Burrow, but I think Burrow's still going to put up decent numbers. Baltimore's
It-
defense is nowhere near like.
The only way Cincinnati has a chance is don't play
2002.
the same defense the Chargers did against Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
All right. Well, you know what? I agree with you guys. I think that Joe B. Greats get you a very good because they got to play twice. So this is only the
Yeah.
first one, right? Yeah, I
Yep.
think so. Okay. So I think he gives you a great understanding of what's going to happen in the next game. They lose this one, they take the next one, and next year they win the division. Just saying.
I think he'll throw a
Philly-
couple touchdowns.
You heard it here first.
For
From
They'll
Rick.
lose. Yeah.
Hey, I am a believer in Joe B. Great. I really am. I am a believer.
I'm not mad at that
Uh,
prediction. It's not like a, outlandish one. It's a
Uh,
possible thing.
Well,
to
you
happen.
can see
What?
that you can see right now that division
winning
is,
the
is
division next year?
Oh.
Baltimore, Cincy, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, right? Whereas
Correct.
it was just the opposite,
Yeah.
like
last year.
yeah.
literally last year. But you can see Pittsburgh's going down, right?
Right.
It's obvious that they got to do a lot of work in the off season and figure out what they're
Yeah.
going to be as
If
a
you're
team.
Pittsburgh,
They
would
need
you
a new
trade for
quarterback.
Jared Goff?
Cleveland-
They need a new
They
quarterback.
do.
Cleveland's going to have some big decisions to make.
Oh,
this
shit,
upcoming
yeah.
year, right?
Pittsburgh
that?
going
Baker?
after golf.
Baker,
Yeah.
possibly, right?
Yeah.
Baker may not
And
Who
Baker's
knows?
not
In
playing again
Cleveland?
until I don't know
until
if you
he
guys saw
feels
this.
better. Yeah, until his shoulder is healed.
I think they
right?
said that the coaches have to feel like he's going to protect himself better.
Well, but he
So the
also
decision's
came out
even
and said
taking it
that
out of
he,
his end.
he even said though on a radio because I heard it like
Hmm.
this week where he basically came out and said I'm not playing until I'm 100% healthy because the shoulder is actually fractured
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
is messing with his entire when he tries to do anything with
Yeah, I
it.
believe it.
It's painful. So
It's
but
trying to put
you
in,
got all kinds of other stuff going on too, right? I mean, you still
Yeah.
have all the drama with the receiving core, and I mean, the one thing they do have is a running game when the guys are
Yeah.
healthy,
They
right?
gotta write
But
that till the wheels fall off.
what
Even
a
the
crazy
problem is I
turn of
think the
events
wheels
in
might be
Cleveland.
falling off.
Even the
They're
third
getting
string,
hurt.
though.
They're getting
Yeah,
hurt.
but even that Dearness Johnson, that dude tore
That
it
kid,
up.
yeah, he went off the other day.
Yeah.
He went off last year too when
Yeah.
he had his
Yeah.
opportunity.
Right.
All right, moving forward. Philly, we're
Yeah.
in Vegas, baby.
Oh shit!
Woo. And
What do you
We
think?
you're
win.
taking an L. You're taking an L.
We win.
You're
We
taking
win.
an L.
Oh,
I
you're
was
about-
surprised
we
how
win.
well the Raiders played last week.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
You
surprised
party
how
too
well
hard
they
last
played.
week.
We need
No,
no,
Philly
no.
to step it up. We need Philly to step it up.
Nah, Philly. Hey, look, LV is going to be just fine. But I think Philly goes in there and gets it done this week.
You've said that every week.
No, I didn't.
And he will
I didn't
continue
say
to
that against Tampa
every
Bay.
week.
I didn't say that against Tampa Bay.
Okay,
no.
one game.
No. I'm realistic about these games. I think Philly's going to win this game. This one's going to be tough, but I think Philly pulls this one out.
All right.
Indy and San Francisco.
That's
I heard a lot of rumblings that your
Oh,
boy
shit. Frisco's
what's
taking
his
the
face
L.
is going to be really good.
Who,
Oh yeah,
Jimmy
hold
G?
on. Who? No. The quarterback for I can't think of it. Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Wentz.
Yeah.
Dang, I couldn't even say his name. It's like the Candyman. And who do you guys have playing quarterback this week? Is it Jimmy?
Jimmy, yeah.
It's Jimmy G. Yeah,
It
Lance is
Jimmy,
out.
okay.
He ain't
Jimmy,
gonna
yeah.
play Lance again. You seen he didn't do that well.
I mean, he's not ready. It is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. He's
So
just
this
fine already.
this is a very interesting game. I think
I think
that
we
you
win
guys
'cause we had an
really
extra week
need
to prepare.
this. You really,
Yeah.
really need this.
Yeah.
I
They
agree.
do.
And I
I
think,
think
we win
Jimmy G
because we
coming
had an extra
back
week
definitely
prepared.
helps the Niners. They needed Jimmy G back big time.
I
We
think
would
you
have won
guys
the
win
last
this.
game if Jimmy G
ugly.
played and not Trey Lance. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
that's
I would agree with that.
He could actually throw the ball and find an open receiver. Like
Right.
Trey Lance couldn't do that. Every pass play,
Well,
he
you
would drop
got
back and look to pass.
you
and
do
then
need this one,
he'll take
Renee,
it off
because
him.
otherwise you're on a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna win though, only because we had an extra.
You guys
Extra
win. You guys win this game by
Right.
2. You guys win this game by 2 and prove nothing other than
Oh,
you won this
shit.
game by 2.
And we did. Yeah, I don't care. I just want to win. I'm not betting on it.
Fucking
the
W.
losers, man.
All right.
The W.
Anybody think Indy has a chance this one?
I think
I
Indy
do.
has a chance.
I think
yeah.
Indy has a chance.
Indy's
Okay.
definitely gonna blow that ass out of the water.
There it is.
Carson Wentz is actually been
Luda, that's
playing
just your
decent.
hate for the Niners.
No,
Yeah.
I love
No,
it.
he
I love
has
San
been. P.
Francisco.
He really has been. He
Yeah.
has been picking it up. So, I mean, you only have to do so much against
Not
the
when we
Niners to
take him
win.
down, he ain't gonna pick shit up.
I think he's thrown the least
Hmm.
amount of picks this year, right? Of the starters.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
I
might
heard
have.
that.
Yeah.
Cool.
He might have.
Of starters, in the
He's
NFL?
missing.
Yeah.
He's missing Ty though. Hilton's
Yeah,
out.
Ty's out again.
He's out again. Jeez.
No,
Yeah.
he's
Came
always
back
out.
for like a quarter and then he's
Yep.
out again.
Put up like 4
Outrageous.
catches, 80 yards, and then was hurt.
But he's
That's
got
hilarious.
Pittman, he's got Taylor. I mean,
I think
They got
Pittman
some
might be banged
pieces.
up too, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
Taylor might be
so-
banged up.
No, Pittman.
Oh, Pittman.
Okay. The last one that I'll cover, unless you guys have another one, is the New Orleans and Seattle game.
Oh shit!
That could
what
be
do you-
interesting.
Why are we covering
Yeah.
that game?
Well, yeah. Well, tell us about that one,
it's,
Rick.
it's the Monday night, or is it the Sunday night? It's one of the
It's
two.
the Monday
It's
night.
prime time.
It's Monday
It's
night.
Monday night.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the prime time game. So we
Well,
always cover that.
that's your quarterback. You be
New
loving on the
Orleans.
Saints quarterback.
Hey, you know, I love me some Jameis, baby. You know what I'm saying?
James
But
is gonna have a good game. James
I
gonna have
don't,
a good
not in Seattle. They're not.
your
gonna have a good
boy,
game.
your boy didn't have a horrible game last week, Gino. He made wasn't it his fumble right that ended that game?
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
He sucked, dude.
But other than that, they were in that mug. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no,
I mean-
my bad. Because Russell ain't playing, right?
Russ is out.
Yeah,
Russ is
He's,
out.
he's
Okay,
out
let-
for a while.
Let me
He
think
did,
about
like,
that.
Gino-
Fumbles. Speaking
Week
of
10?
fumbles at the end of the game, did you hear about? You know how DK fumbled
yeah,
at the end of the game also, but he got it back or it
Right.
went out of
Yeah.
bounds. Something I can't remember.
that's stupid.
Well, Shannon
Yeah.
Sharp said something about,
Yeah.
and you can't let a mistake like that happen. You got to hold on to that, whatever,
You-
something like
You
that.
can't.
They don't play hero ball.
Don't play hero ball. That's what it
Yeah.
was. And DK like fired back at him on Twitter, like all butthurt just because he got criticized a little bit.
You
That's
guys
funny.
understand that I
Trying to say
once
he was
again,
better than Shannon Sharp, and Shannon Sharp, bro, you can't hold a candle to me.
Yeah, it's like
Golly.
shut up, DK.
yo,
Stupid
last year
hair.
I said DK potentially was the best in the league at the wide receiver position. DK continues to do things that make me really eat those words and want to just.
I think he has all the
You
talent
know
in the
who
world.
the best in the league is. You already
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I'm just saying this. DK, you said it. I don't be sensitive. Come on, fam. Like it was a stupid play. You needed to just go out of bounds. You were right there. Like go
You
out of
try to
bounds.
run. You try to run.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, but,
stupid.
like, why do you have to fire back at a Hall of Famer? Just for- Not even talking shit about you, just a little critique on the play.
saying
Right.
saying the obvious thing.
For being
Right.
honest. Being
It's
honest.
like, yeah, why
All
is
your
so
teammates
sensitive?
told you that, and your coach told you that. You
Yeah.
already
Right.
knew that. Like, come on, fam. Yeah. Anyways,
Anyway,
all right. Well, real quick, guys.
What about the
Let's
Cardinals? We don't talk about
let's
Cardinals?
no. Yes,
That's a dub?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What? The
I left that off.
Cardinals?
Cardinals.
They play the
are-
Texans.
They're
They're
playing the
playing
Texans
the-
at home.
Yeah.
There it is.
Texans
Okay.
with the
They better
upset.
How about
Yeah.
this? This is
You don't
this is the
believe
way
that?
that we'll
Who's-
put the top
who's the upset of the week,
the
though?
Cardinals.
Who's picking
Okay.
the upset of the week? How about that?
Well,
Ooh.
I like that.
What game? I'm
Alright.
just saying, what game are you picking the upset of the week on?
Hold on. I went all the way to week 12 because I wanted to see if the Detroit Lions are playing.
Washington's
on,
beat Packers? Bang. That's
No.
my upset. That's
Nope,
my upset.
not
I'm
happening.
calling it.
Not in Green Bay.
I'm calling that
Not in
thing
Green
upset.
Bay. If it was in Washington, I'd say you got a shot, but not in Green Bay.
I'm gonna call it Heineke. Heineke to the rescue.
Heineke?
Ah man, I think the upset of the week might be the Colts beating the 49ers.
I know. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
I mean, out of everything I see
Is
here,
that really an
it's
upset though? Who has a better
Not
record?
really.
No, an
No,
upset would
but-
be
since he
freaking
beating Baltimore.
Texas beating Arizona.
Or like Washington beating the Packers, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
But I'm
my
gonna-
I mean,
upset.
or-
Or like
we
Houston
could-
beating
My
Arizona.
my upset of the week is Texans beating Arizona at home.
You know what? No.
That's my
I'm
upset
gonna
of the
do
week.
it. Screw it. I'm gonna go back on what I said earlier. Since we have to pick one,
Cincy.
I landed on it. Yeah, I'm taking Cincy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
when I look at it, I see like if you're gonna call something that
I'm taking
Is-
Cincy.
Yeah, but is that really an upset?
Highly like-
those teams are
Kind
pretty
of.
Yeah,
close.
not really.
I think it would be considered an upset. I don't see
Yeah.
most people picking Cincy
'Cause-
over Baltimore.
Okay,
No.
what's your upset, Eddie?
Houston beating Arizona.
Yeah,
You guys are just saying that because they're division.
Exactly,
I just don't
exactly.
see
That's
that
what
happening,
both.
dog. Houston's team
look.
is so terrible.
This is
I
how we're
wish
about
we
to
had
walk
that
this back.
same thing, like the show where they get the points.
Yeah,
What-
you
Yeah.
need
Oh
that
yeah.
What is
around
that
the
one?
horn.
Oh,
Around the horn, yeah. I wish we
yeah.
could just turn around and just mute both of those two guys whenever it's
No. Let me tell you.
with the NFC West.
This is exactly how we're going to walk this back. Okay, so Luda and Eddie, we're going to start with you guys. We do it every week. Our 10 cents top 5. Who's the top 5 team in the NFL right now?
Here we go.
again.
we did this
every
the
week.
other day.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't do it
It
last
wouldn't
week.
change. Doesn't change from Wednesday, right?
We
Did we do it? We
I
didn't
don't
do it.
remember doing it
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Did we?
Oh, okay, fine. How about this? Who was in your top 5? What was Arizona at 1 for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, let me think.
And that's
I
how we
had,
walked that back. That's all I wanted to do. And that's how we walked that upset pick
And
right
that's-
on back.
And that's how we say.
That's why it's
the
an upset.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but
It's not-
but
it's
I
not
honestly
happening.
think that you've
It's not
got
happening.
both in your guys' heart of hearts
Yeah.
really know that that's not happening.
That's like me
Yeah,
saying Detroit with the upset this week. It's not.
Bigger
Right,
things have
exactly.
happened.
It's not happening.
Bigger things have
But it's
happened.
not. I wanted to.
It's
It's
not
not.
happening.
What's Cincinnati's record?
4-2.
Four
It's 4-2.
What's Baltimore's record?
5-1.
Also
5-1.
5-1.
Yeah.
You
That's
really
not-
think that's
that's-
an upset?
That's
if
not
they
an
beat 'em?
upset.
Look at the games.
That's not an
Look-
upset.
I agree
Look
with
at the
Eddie.
games.
Like, and
Look at the
millions,
games.
millions of our viewers, and listeners
Especially with a
say the same
divisional
shit.
rival.
I would say that they would call it an upset because look at the way that Cincy has won. And they're going to say that at the end of the day, a lot of these games we're lucky and they aren't there yet. But I think that Cincy, specifically Joe B. Great, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, they've shown some things for
Jamar
years
Chase
to come.
looks-
So
Well, let's
He
see.
looks
Let's see
like
if they
the
show it
shit.
today. Yeah. See if they show it today.
You still think
Well-
Jamar Chase looks like shit?
Looks like this shit.
Oh,
that's it.
oh.
That's it.
Earlier in
Yeah.
the year, though, like preseason, we were all going, "Ooh, I don't know,"
Looking
because
like
he kept
Dookie.
dropping the ball. Yeah, that's why I said Ed. That's why I questioned you,
Oh,
Ed. I
yeah,
didn't hear
no.
you say the shit.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
The
anyway,
pace he's on, he's going to be better than
Yeah.
who were we just talking about? Metcalf
DK
by
Metcalf.
next year.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, I walked that one back. All right. One last thing to note here, unless you guys really want to discuss it, and we can just move that to the second quarter. Your Los Angeles Dodgers lost last night, and the Atlanta Braves are moving on to the World Series for
now
the
it's
first time.
your
Let's go
Los Angeles
Braves!
Dodgers.
Hey, I told you guys I was a fair weather fan. I don't give a fuck.
At least he's owning it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am, man. You
Zoning
pissed
that.
me off. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
Dodgers. I told you
Well,
guys what needed to happen. Dave
I am-
Roberts and Clayton Kershaw got to go.
Now that my team is done, I am now officially rooting for the Braves
There we
because
go.
I do not want the Astros to ever fucking win another World Series.
Hey, if the Braves
Let's
win
go
it,
Astros.
I'm putting on my Jerry Curl wig. I'm gonna spray it real good. Now I'm gonna be prime time for Halloween. I'm hoping to do this. That's why I'm meant to be, man. Because that's
Braves wanna
I
do
like
something.
I like Atlanta back then. I did.
The only
But
thing
all
that
right.
could have made this better was if the Dodgers would have won.
Mm.
The Astros and Dodgers play,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and the Astros win.
Damn.
That
So
really
Eddie
would have
P,
been a
That's
big
No matter
because
what.
you like cheaters, Eddie P.
Yeah.
Hey, if you
you
ain't
know,
cheating, you ain't trying. I don't like
you're-
cheaters. I hate Belichick. I hate
You know,
Belichick.
you only hate him in football because his cheating team beat your team.
That's right. That's true.
Okay,
Very true.
but-
Let's not talk about that.
they all
But
cheat.
Your favorite team were the A's, and they were cheating motherfuckers back then too. They're the ones who started the whole.
I don't even have a favorite team.
Come on,
As a kid, I liked the A's. Now
Exactly.
I guess I like the Angels kind of. Oh, you know
Eddie
what?
doesn't
even
I
like
got a
baseball.
topic. I got
Yeah,
a topic.
that's
Yeah,
true.
I'm just
That's
not
true.
really big on baseball, but whatever. I was talking shit with a friend of mine the other night.
Yeah.
Big Dodger fan.
All right.
And he starts talking about Mookie. You know, Mookie this, Mookie that.
Yeah.
You know, really good player.
Yeah.
I agreed. I said he ain't worth no fucking $500 million or whatever he got, $300 million. Just like I said about other players before, right? Mahomes.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Nobody's worth that much.
Trout's
starts
not worth what
fucking-
he's getting paid either.
I said, yeah, none of them are worth that. But then but we got onto the whole who's better, Trout or Mookie thing.
Mm.
So I just want your guys' take on that.
I will say this.
Trout's hurt right now, though, so I get it.
That's the reason why I say Mookie's better, because Mookie plays.
Yeah.
However,
Trout is always freaking hurt. When Trout is healthy, he's the best player in the game. He's got all the tools,
Easily.
but he
I
can't
think
stay on the
Otani
field.
has something to say about that.
Well, same
Well,
though with
for this
Otani,
year, yeah,
right?
for this year.
Same though. Otani last year though missed
Yeah, that's
quite
true.
a bit of time because of
Yeah.
injury. So, but I will say Otani's probably one of the more exciting players just because of the fact that he can do everything, including pitch, and he's a hell of a pitcher when he's pitching. So, but right now, to me, I think it's Mookie.
Career-wise.
If you said Mookie,
Career
Trout, right now, I
wise,
go
Trout.
Mookie.
Trout.
I don't.
Career wise,
Mookie's
probably
got
Trout.
Mookie's got two chips. Trout's got nothing. has barely sifted the playoffs.
Yeah, but the chips in
Yeah, but
baseball
that-
don't.
yeah.
But
I
the
don't think
chips
they
is
elevate
just-
your greatness
just-
as much. I'm just
Yeah.
saying because it takes way more. One person can't win you a championship in baseball.
Like
in
basketball can, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Or
I
maybe even
understand
a
that.
football quarterback can.
I understand that, but I think if you look at it pretty closely, like I said, when Trout is completely healthy, by far he's the best player in baseball. But when you're not healthy and you miss as many games as Trout does every single year,
Yeah.
it's not
That's
like
the
this
bit-
dude plays
yeah.
162. The guy is lucky if he plays 100.
Every
So,
year
Every year.
or these last few years.
No, it's been pretty consistent.
About the
They're
last
pretty
3 years
consistent.
at least, probably.
Then let's just get rid of
So-
them. Let them get rid of them.
The Angels can't get rid of
And
Trout.
can't afford-
The fans that they have showing up wouldn't show up anymore.
Yeah,
Right.
they gave him way too much money. Again,
Yeah.
another
That
guy
part,
they
too.
shouldn't have gave that much money to.
That part. All right, moving on. Let's
You
see.
stayed out of all that conversation
I mean,
because you're not
you
a
know,
baseball guy either. But that's all right.
Look. Here goes the thing. I've realized. I'm just gonna shut up about baseball. I really am. Like,
I am with college football.
I don't know enough. I don't care enough. I watch it fair weatherly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's y'all thing. You're right. And
It's,
yes,
it's,
like Renee
it's like
said,
me with
for the most
it's
part,
like me with
college.
hockey. I like it when I'm at a game. I can't
Yeah.
watch it on TV.
Yeah.
I might tune in when the playoffs happen because now it's the
Yeah.
playoffs. But that's about it.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and be all upset because the Dodgers lost. Of course they did. You know what I
The
mean?
moment-
Forget it. I'm on to
Yeah,
the
the
next.
moment college football talk starts, I mute my mic. Like,
Yeah, well, you notice we haven't talked about it for 2 straight weeks. So
I'm just saying. I don't tell you much on it. I don't know much about it. So
Well, you got some college football on here later because you
I
were
was
like
just
amazed
asking you
yesterday
guys a
at
question if
the
I'm
9
something.
over.
Oh,
overtimes
I
game.
do. That is a thing. We will talk that part, but you know. All right. So
All right.
second quarter. This is probably gonna be quick again because I mean, once again,
Well,
we
you already
talked
did
about
one
it.
of them.
Yeah, we did do that. We've had so many things kind of go in and out with this second quarter. Honestly, guys, I think we just need to go ahead and bring the damn gauntlet back. But you know, I don't know. We'll figure it out. What do you guys think is the best dream executive job in the NFL?
Wait,
Executive.
In the NFL or just what is the best dream executive job? Is it
Right, the
NFL,
bunch of-
NBA?
I'm sorry. You're right. Actually, the way that this is written is, I think it is. Do you think it's in the NFL, NBA, or other, and why?
Hmm.
I would say NBA. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say NBA. You want
Why would you
Okay,
say-
why?
My reason why is less players you have to deal with, so I think it'd be easier to build.
That's
a
actually
team.
true. I didn't think about that.
Less
but you do
headache
have
from
scouting.
players, right? Less headache from players, or less players
Well-
to get a headache from. That's what I mean. Less players you have. Instead of having 52 people, I only got
Right, you got 15, right?
Right, and then I feel like a lot of teams seem to be more patient in basketball than they are in other sports.
Well,
I mean, I think
you're right. That's because there's probably like 82 games compared to 17 games in a football season. So it's,
Right.
it,
But I'm
you know,
saying
it's-
that if you ask me what my dream one is, I would pick that one for that reason. Less players
Yeah.
to deal with, more patience. It feels like they give you a little more time to actually put a team together.
Mm.
Right. So
do you think there's more pressure in the NFL than there is in like the NBA?
yes, way more. As soon as you start,
Yeah.
you got to produce wins or you're out.
Okay.
I agree because as general manager of my fantasy football team,
You should be
pretty
fired.
tough. Pretty tough.
You should have been fired long
In
ago.
one league, I should be fired. In my other 2 leagues, I should be given a bonus.
The bonus is an extension on your contract.
Yeah.
That's
A
too
sandwich.
funny. Yeah, you guys really want to play you guys should try keeper leagues. You really want to learn how to, you want to put some work into GM in a freaking fantasy team and try that shit.
Yeah,
I used to
I've
do
tried
that.
that, but it only went 1 extra year, so that don't.
Oh no, yeah, you got to go deep. I went 7 years legacy in one of mine, man, and that shit got tiring. But yeah, I think I agree with both of you guys. I think NBA, and for me, I think that's the thing that I'm the most passionate about, which is why that made that also an easy pick for me. And I mean, I'm the type of player. You ask any of my friends, they'll tell you, when I get to video games, I play the executive mode in every single one of them. So Madden, I played executive mode. NBA 2K, I play executive mode, and I just enjoy it a whole hell of a lot better in NBA. rules are easier, less work, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It was just easier. So yeah.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
Okay, next one. I saw this thing the other day, and this was a big debate, and I don't know how much we will care about this, but for me, it was kind of interesting at the time. And unfortunately, this has been on the list here for several weeks. So I was a little bit more passionate at the time that this went on than I am now. But I am curious. What do you guys think when it comes down to the best players of all time hailing from a particular region? The discussion was specifically to NYC/Eastern or East Coast versus LA/West Coast. And they had some names up there. I was trying to see if I could find the article. And of course I can't, because once again, this has been on here for several weeks and my archive runs deep. So let's just think about this for a second. And I think this was an NBA conversation. As from what you guys can remember or think of, as far as where players held from that you may have noticed or loved or whatever, do you think the best players came from the East Coast or the West Coast?
Off the top of my head, LeBron doesn't fall on any coast, right?
He's Midwest.
Yeah, so we don't count him.
Ohio.
All right.
So would you put him East?
No,
I'd
he's
probably-
Midwest.
He
I'm
said
not
he
including
said he falls in the center. I'm not putting him on.
Because Kobe falls in the East, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
he's-
from what a lot of players,
Melo's East.
yeah, a lot of
Melo's
players
East.
that played for the Lakers
but
have been
Russell
Jordan
Westbrook
is East.
James Harden are West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lillard's East.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's
West
East.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say East, man.
Lillard's East. I thought Lillard was from here.
No,
Oakland.
Lillard's West Coast. He's from
Oh,
Oakland.
is that right? That's right.
Yeah, he's from
Sorry, I
Oakland.
forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot that he did go to. He was
I'm
up
not sure
in
where
the Bay
KD
Area.
came from. Where's he from?
Durant, Texas.
Oh, yeah, that's
Texas.
West.
Yeah, that's West.
We take that.
What about
But
Kyrie-
if he's
Kyrie-
on the
Kyrie-
West, then LeBron's on the East.
Right. I was just gonna say. You can't,
Yeah, LeBron is the
man.
East guy.
Yeah, no,
Come
you
on,
can't.
man. Jordan's considered a dirty
Thank
south,
you.
but it's in the East. I don't know what to
Thank
say.
you. As much as I hate to say it, I mean, I think the East Coast has produced that.
I was gonna
Oh,
say. I mean, you could.
overall?
I mean, going back even further. I mean, arguably, who could also be considered the greatest player
Magic.
of all time? No, Kareem. I mean,
Mm.
he's East Coast.
He's East Coast, but he came and played for UCLA, right?
Right. Yeah.
Hold on. Kareem was born in the East?
Yep.
I think he's
Yeah.
from New York.
Kareem's
Yep.
from New York.
Is he? He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
You're
That's what
right.
I
He
said.
is.
Played in
That's
New
right.
York.
East
Yeah. He's from Jamaica, New York, motherfucker.
Manhattan.
Jaman.
He went.
And
man.
Did we get Nash from Canada? Is that
Come
what?
on.
Shaq was from
Jamaica man.
He's the
Shaq's
East.
from Louisiana.
Yeah, I mean,
East Coast is the most.
He like Kobe was an Army brat, or not
Yeah.
Army brat. I'm sorry, Kobe was an Army brat. Kobe's dad played international, so
Right.
he was born overseas and moved over here. Same thing with Shaq. Yeah, you know me, man. I like to say the left coast is the best coast, but we might just be a little bit shorter on talent.
Yep. Sorry, West Coasties.
Yeah, man. So all right. Well, I had a lot better argument for that when we first put that on here, but it is what it is. So we're moving on to third quarter. What men think? And I'm just going to start going through these things in order so I can start knocking these off. Would you rather have Kobe Bryant's mentality or LeBron's IQ?
See, that should have been a gauntlet question
Oh, okay.
or
Well,
like
then
a
fine.
squat up question, right?
Why would it
Fine.
be Kobe's mentality and not Jordan's?
Probably because we wanted to
East
Oh,
Coast.
is that
Kobe in the
probably play
mix.
closer together?
Okay,
actually-
that's fine.
And the two they're both LA Laker
Oh, I see. Okay.
people now.
Well, they say a lot about Mamba mentality. That's
Right.
an actual thing as opposed to Jordan, but we get
Sure.
it.
And what do you mean by mentality? Like his work ethic, his
Yeah,
his practice. I'd rather
mean-
have LeBron's IQ. You can work
Ooh.
hard, you can train hard, you can do whatever. But if you know the game, you're gonna.
Yeah, but I don't know if
But
LeBron knows the
Kobe's-
game better than Kobe. To be
Well, you
honest.
said he said IQ. He said
Yeah.
mentality. So you got to
Well-
go with that subject. You can't start adding.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you.
know?
I'll go Kobe because I like Kobe. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm just
I
gonna
get
say that.
I love Kobe, but LeBron. If I want to play the game, I want to play it smart. So I'm going with the IQ.
But you fucking
Okay.
Westbrook's your favorite player. Fuck, I don't get it.
I
Well-
guarantee you, if LeBron plays Kobe 1-on-1, who's going to win it?
Well, I could guarantee you if Shaq played LeBron 1-on-1, who's gonna win it?
Shaq.
It's all about size right there. That's not a fucking really good one-on-one doesn't prove anything. If I play,
You
Babo
know, it
one-on-one-
does because you can.
If I play
you can
Babo
play. You can
one-on-one,
shoot
he's
from the
gonna beat me
outside.
because he's taller and stronger. Not
If
because
not,
he's
if you
actually
shoot from the
better.
outside. Not if you
What-
shoot
he
from.
pro- why would he do that if he misses?
No, you.
No,
You
you.
can shoot from the
Right, but
outside.
if he guards me up close enough and I can't shoot, then I got to go around him.
But he
the moment
won't.
I
He's
miss
gonna
one
stay under
shot-
the fucking
Right,
basket.
but the moment I miss one
How
shot
did we get here?
Uh-huh.
and he gets the rebound,
I
I
don't
should be
know.
able to dominate.
Oh
How
yeah.
did we even get
That's
here?
the whole point.
Yeah, Bob will,
I'm
I'm not
confused.
shooting like Steph
I'll
Curry.
take-
Bob
I'll take-
will dominate you.
I'll take Jordan's mentality because Kobe's a bitch, and Jordan had that mentality.
Whoa.
first.
Wait, Jordan wasn't even
Whoa.
on the list, sir.
Whoa. Hey, man.
Jordan had that
Jesus
killer mentality
Christ.
way before Kobe.
Okay.
It might even
And-
be a little more ferocious than Kobe's. So
Ooh, snap.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'm not going to knock anybody on that level. I'm definitely taking Mamba mentality because at the end of the day, you can have all the IQ you want, but if you ain't got the go get it behind that and the work ethic behind that, you're going nowhere. And Kobe's mentality or his IQ was no slouch, clearly. So, all right, Brian, you're the only one I didn't hear from. At least I don't recall hearing from you.
Yeah, you didn't hear from me.
right.
It doesn't. I don't. Kobe, I guess.
He doesn't care.
Brian is going with Brian mentality.
not to
Yeah.
mention Magic had it before Kobe also.
Ooh.
All right. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then we could omit LeBron's IQ and take that all the way back to George Mikan or something. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know. We yes. All right. I see you guys just don't want to play with the hand that is dealt today.
Right.
That's fine. All right. So next one. How do you guys want to be remembered in this life? If one of us were to talk about you, Luda, I'll start with you. I think you'll probably have one of the most interesting answers here.
I know what he's gonna say. I'd rather be feared than respected.
No.
I'd rather be more feared than loved.
No, I mean, if I'm looking down, I mean, honestly, I guess most people want to be talked about that they were good people, made a difference. Just hopefully I made an impact on most people's life for the better and not a bad thing. And of course, there's gonna be times where like, yeah, I remember Luda was stupid for doing that, but overall, I just want to be remembered as overall generous, good person. That's all.
Okay, that's real.
Yeah,
He?
exactly. He said everything I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. B.
That I was a good friend. That I was there for people. Good family guy. You know, pretty much it. I mean, I mean, how else does somebody really want to be known? I'm not a gangster. I don't want to be known as like the
Al
you
Capone.
know,
wanna
the
be
Al,
feared,
the Al
not loved?
Capone. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not looking to be like one of those type of guys, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't
And
in need to
honestly,
be
for
a-
me, as long as my sons know how I really am, and they do, that's all that really matters. I don't really give a
They
fuck.
know the
what
real
anybody else
mean
thinks.
Eddie. The
Yeah.
real mean Eddie.
Ask them, and they won't say anything like that.
Yeah, I just kidding. They don't say that.
No, only
RP?
the brother will.
Nah,
Yeah,
I won't say-
Arlene and Renee might, but
I won't say anything bad about people when they die. Even if I don't like them, I'll be nice enough to not say anything bad.
Lil Spoon, how you want to be remembered?
As a fucking asshole, the way I am now.
Yeah, I see you try. Yeah, you
Nah,
try
I
really well.
mainly I just want to be like, I know a lot of people will probably remember me as that, but I just tell people the truth, and sometimes that hurts, but I do it more out of like, because I'm hoping you.
It's your truth, Renee. It's your
Yeah,
truth.
right. Well, I'm talking about like when I tell them a truth about themselves, that,
Oh, got it.
and I'm talking
Got
like
it.
other friends were like, hey, you know, but then
Your
it comes off
truth.
kind of a-hole-ish, but then later on they're like, hey, you were kind of right about that. I'm like, I know, I just don't know how to say it like PC for you. I just, and I hope it hits you and you could.
You meant
work on that.
PG.
But you ask Renee his truth. You ask him. He's Canelo Alvarez, fucking reincarnated.
I wish. I did.
That's his
Canelo
truth.
Alvarez, Messi. I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't no Messi either, man.
I've heard a lot of things. I'll wrap this up by saying, yeah, I agree with all of you guys. I want to be remembered as a solid man, an amazing father, a great friend, a guy that stood for something and believed in it, even when I was wrong. Fuck it. At least I stood for something and believed in it, you know. But I was definitely open to learning new things, and who was a hell of a host of an amazing podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
All right,
slogan
moving
put.
forward.
$500 hairdo man right there. It's for sure.
Hey man,
It's
you
gonna
got to
be my
invest in
speech.
yourself. You know what I mean?
Like
You got to
it.
invest in
Invest
yourself.
in yourself.
Hey man. All right. Name a college player that you grew up watching that you miss a lot.
Wow.
They grew up watching.
Yeah.
I can tell you for me, basketball wise, Tracy Murray, UCLA,
Oh wow.
back in the day.
Tracy Murray.
He was-
I remember Tracy Murray. He was a Laker for a minute.
That was a dude. He'd come down and pull up 3 feet behind the 3-point line in college.
Mhm.
Like you had to
Mhm.
guard him.
I want to
For-
say Curry, but I still get to see him play, so I feel like I ain't missing that. 'Cause
Yeah,
in
but in college.
in Davidson, yeah,
College.
he was throwing,
Yeah.
chugging them up there.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really watch enough college anything for me to miss a
Yeah,
player.
me neither. I go back to what I've always said. I don't waste my time with second-rate sports. I watch pros and only the pros.
Oh,
Hilarious.
I'll give you
First
another. I'll
class.
give you another one just because he got inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame yesterday.
Huh.
Cade McNown for
Okay.
UCLA. Also,
I ain't gonna
he
lie,
was
Reggie
fucking
Bush was
fun.
pretty fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
Reggie
to
Bush.
watch.
I'm gonna
Play
say
though.
I'm gonna say Christian Leitner.
Ah, you stupid, cuz.
Christian
You weren't
Laettner.
watching Christian Laettner like that.
That I was
Stop
watching,
it.
and he's the reason I'm a Duke motherfucking fan.
Oh
So-
my god.
Okay,
Chill.
and an older version of me would say Reggie Bush, but I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm not.
watch.
Yeah.
I'm not a USC fan, but watching Reggie Bush play, man, that shit was.
I was
I
gonna
never
say
really
from-
watched him, but I do remember always seeing the
Oh.
highlights later on.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, it was always Reggie Bush lighting it up. Jesus.
Yeah,
He was
Nah,
crazy.
two
That
two
Fresno
people
State
that came
game.
to mind immediately. There are two people that I feel like I mean, because I do watch college basketball. I've always watched college basketball, a lot less now than I used to. But two people that made me tap into a sport that I didn't necessarily love, it was definitely Reggie Bush and Michael Vick. The two dudes that just I mean, if I could catch their games, I would. And I would
Sure.
sit there and watch both of them. They were
Oh.
both very electric.
I'll give you another one. 91, 91, 92, UNLV, Larry Johnson. Loved watching that dude play for the
Yeah, they're running Rebels.
running Rebels of UNLV.
the guys that gave
Yeah.
up the game shaved points.
They
No,
still
All right, then
wax-
moving forward.
they waxed Duke too. They didn't shave points that night, Luda.
Yeah, thanks for remembering, motherfucker.
Maybe
All
that's the
right,
only reason why you
well,
guys won the
well,
following year.
Well, let's
Maybe
keep
that's
it
the only
pu-
reason why you guys won the following
Well,
year.
let's keep it pushing.
Maybe UNLV
Oh.
they were shaving points.
Probably. A couple more here. Where's the craziest place you ended up after a drunken night?
Damn.
Brian in a
When I woke
bathtub.
up,
Oh, I've been in numerous
Yeah.
bathtubs. That's not the craziest place. Crazy
Yeah.
place
Oh.
was Center Median on the Strip.
Whoa.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't know that story.
Yeah, I got
Ow.
tapped on the shoulder by a police officer.
Well, Brian.
Wow.
That's like on a
That's long
fucking-
ago though. That's
That was
long,
like the older version of you, you know.
Yeah.
long time. ago.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like
Version 23 of you
Mhm.
was a wild boy, huh?
Yeah.
That was like a tree trunk.
Yours was a tree trunk.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I was sitting there and I probably just fell out.
You
And
like
by the
fell
time I
out on
woke up,
on a tree stump.
just sitting like
That's
that. And
funny.
when I woke up, I was like, what the hell am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, mine was I was driving home. I was all fucked up,
Oh, this-
and I had a flat tire, and I had to pull up in a freeway somewhere. I was actually on the 57 and the 60 area where the
Okay.
57, and so I get there, and I pull over, and I call my brother, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, I need to. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. I just go. I'm on the freeway, whatever. Next thing I know, I fall asleep. He wakes me up. He gives me a fucking bottle of water, and he already fixed my tire, bro. Like that was fucking low. I was
That's
like, how?
fucking great.
I was like,
Yeah,
how did
you-
you even find me? He
Luda, you
goes,
were so lucky that you didn't get the tap from a police officer.
right.
That
No, for
night.
sure.
Yeah,
Because I
for
was like,
sure.
I was fell asleep on the passenger side because I was like done. And then next thing I know, it's like he woke me up and he was like, "Here's a bottle of water, fool. The tire's fixed. So let's go." So yeah, I got fucking lucky, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
That's like a
That's
guardian
pretty
angel
awesome.
right there, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to Babo.
Shout out to my bro. Thanks, bro.
Checkpoint. Fuck, I remember being at a restaurant. Just let me disclaimer this. It's not good to drink and drive, kids. Do not
100%.
drink and drive.
Don't do
For
it.
sure.
I was
Well-
at a restaurant. Next thing I know, I'm sitting in a checkpoint once the blackout ended, and cops are there, and everything was downhill from there.
Oh,
You know how
shit.
that story goes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
you didn't even know how you got there to the checkpoint.
Nope. Well, I mean,
Damn.
I know, but I don't remember.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Not good.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
That is crazy.
And a lot of money later.
Oh God. All right. Last one. Well, and then we'll get to the ones that I love to talk about every week. And since I know you guys love wrestling so much,
Oh Lord.
if you were a wrestler, what would your entrance song be?
Oh man.
We all die one day.
We all
Obi
die one
Trice.
way.
Yep.
From who?
Oh, okay.
Obi Trice.
Obi Trice. Dang. You talk about yeah, you dug deep for that one. Most people don't know who Obi Trice is. Shout out to Detroit.
Downer.
Real name, no
Yeah.
gimmick.
Yeah.
I would play Thunderstruck from ACDC.
You know what, EDP? I had that one in my head too.
Did you really? That's
Yeah,
a
I
great
did.
coming out song.
And the reason why I have it in my head
Oh,
is
man.
my junior year of high school basketball. That's the song that came on that we came out to for warm-ups.
Yeah,
before
'cause
every
the
home
way
game.
it starts,
Yeah.
just the guitar, and then all of a sudden
Yep.
it drops about,
And then it drops, and that's when we would run out of the door
Yeah.
finally. It was
It's
right
a
when it
great song.
dropped. So,
That is too
yeah.
funny.
There you go.
Thunderstruck.
I'm with you on that one. Thunderstruck.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
would
great name for a
probably-
wrestler.
hell yeah.
I just, you guys said that, and I just see like you coming out in whitey tighties with like a thunder on the, the dig hole or something. Like, yeah, exactly. Like you guys are just,
Hey,
like,
actually, Eddie running out there like the Ultimate Warrior.
That's right.
Get super high.
Yeah. And then gas.
no hair
by
on
the time I
top.
hit the
Just,
ring.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm totally
Out of-
gassed.
Out of breath when you're trying to climb up through the ropes.
Promos would be the worst, man. That's funny. I would probably come out like
Kanye West.
to
Through the wire.
Snoop Dogg,
It's
Doggy
not Kanye
Dog.
anymore.
It's Ye.
It's just
Word.
Ye.
Yeah, no. If I chose a Kanye song to come out to, it would definitely not be Through the Wire. It would
Donda.
be
Donda.
My Dark, Beautiful, Twisted Fantasy.
That's the one I was gonna say also, but I left it alone. Oh,
Yeah. All right.
not for me. I meant
Uh,
for you. By the way,
Yeah. Luda, since you decided to come back just in time before I went on, you got to give me one. You tried to disappear.
What did we do? I had to take a piss. What happened?
Oh, yeah. You know what we're on.
if you were a
You're-
wrestler, what would your entrance song be?
Oh shit. It's My Life by Bon Jovi.
It's my life. It's now or never.
That's the song you're coming out to.
Yeah.
huh?
We talking about here?
that should be like your, that's
rocking
like
out
your
to an R&B
retirement
song.
That's your
What are you talking
retirement.
about?
That's your
All right.
retirement song, Luda, not your entrance song.
That's your
I kinda-
final
I-
match
I-
song.
I kind of like it.
He's like, yo, it'd be my first and my last.
That's your coming out song, not your.
It was National Coming Out Day the other day. We're not talking about that. All right. Anything you guys watching this week? Anything new that the listeners should tap into?
Not that I
I don't
know.
want to hear about the 24 personality show again, Eddie P, because you've shared that with us for like 2 or 3 weeks now.
Did I? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I finished it. I finished that. I'm off that one now. I'm on to Midnight Mass, Netflix.
Oh yeah, my son's
Okay.
mom watched that. I did hear good things about that one. What did I
Yeah.
watch this week? Oh, I started watching Dune, the movie Dune, which was
The new one.
yeah, it's fucking cool. But I made it to an hour and a half, and I was only
I haven't
halfway
seen it.
through it.
Everybody's
And,
saying it's like really good and it's like more true to the book.
Yeah,
Like
which
the
I
one
haven't
from
read the book.
early 80s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So-
But yo,
Sting.
it visually is amazing.
I'm not sure if you
Yeah.
guys are Halloween fans, but I just saw Halloween Kills. I'm a fan. I liked it. It's
Was it
kinda
good?
Did you?
Yeah,
You
it's
like
good.
it?
Yeah, they're kind of like making it go back with the storyline from back. From
Yeah,
back.
but I want it to
because
end.
she's back in it, right?
Yeah,
Right.
well,
Because
not-
Jamie
not-
Lee Curtis
They
is
keep
back.
doing
right, but she
yeah.
was on the last one. There's one more that's going to happen. It was kind of like an ending of the trilogy.
I wanted
So,
it to end
the-
right now, but it
On
didn't.
this one, they brought back like the little kids that were the original fucking movie where they ran out of the
Oh,
house
okay.
at the end. So
Come on,
Okay.
how did this asshole get out of the basement? Because I saw the last one. I haven't seen this one.
no,
The fucking basement was on
Hey,
fire and he was
hey.
locked in there.
Hey, you think the last one is ridiculous? However, he got out of. You should see the scenario he gets put in this time, and still,
And they're going to
It's
make
out of it.
another one.
and they're gonna make
Right.
another one.
and
Oh my
then
God.
they're the
This
two
dude had
finished-
20 people beating
Around
on
him.
him.
Around.
How come nobody
Bats.
can? Nobody.
Right.
People forget about guns. Are there no
Gun, no,
guns? in
they
this
had
world?
guns too,
No.
bro. They shot
No,
him.
man, none of this
You-
stuff works. None of
You
this stuff
can't,
works.
you can't kill him with a gun. You got to chop this motherfucking
I
head
definitely
off, dog.
stopped watching after Freddy versus Jason, but all right. I'll try it one more time.
Shit, I gotta
Kelly
watch
Rowland
it.
right
I'm gonna
there.
watch it.
Let me think. What else? There was one other thing that I was getting ready to watch. I can't remember.
Hey, what's the name of that one, Eddie? Murders in the Building? Only Murders in the Building?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's the one with Steve Martin and
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
watched
funny.
I watched
I
the
haven't watched
first
it yet. I'm
episode.
gonna have to tune into it. Everybody keeps telling me to check it out. That
Oh,
one,
yeah.
and my wife is recording them, but we haven't started watching them because Jamal had mentioned it on HBO, White Lotus.
I haven't
White
watched
White
it
Lotus
yet
is
either.
amazing.
I haven't
Haven't
watched
watched
it
it
yet.
yet.
But
Gotta watch it.
she's recorded. She's got like 4 episodes recorded so far. But I said,
That
hey,
like-
On
Oh,
HBO?
start yet. Yeah, it's
That
on
Yeah,
like
HBO.
a-
White
that
Lotus
like
is a
cult
trip.
shit or something?
Never even
Might
heard
check
of
that
No,
out.
No,
it's
like
a
a hotel,
show
right?
about a
It's like-
hotel in
Yeah.
Hawaii, and these families go out there. It's fucking crazy. But yeah,
Well, there also
All right.
there's a Netflix kind of like those. It's called Bad Sports.
oh yeah, no, yeah,
That-
those
that's
are
a
good.
good. Those are good ones to watch.
Yeah, those are very good. Yeah, I
Check it
did.
out.
I checked
They
in
talk
a
about
couple
the
of those.
ASU Steven
Shaving
Smith.
points. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they talk about that. That shit was crazy.
That shit is crazy. All right, man. Let's get to the fourth quarter real quick. Bumper to dumper time.
Yeah.
We got a couple of quick things here. We're gonna lead off with another Logan Paul fight potentially in February. This
Oh.
time against Iron Mike Tyson.
Dump that shit.
Nobody wants to see that.
I'll watch
Are you
it.
serious?
Unless
see Jake Paul
if
get
Tyson
that
comes
shit.
out and actually fights, like for the first
Like
round,
Roy
and
Jones
knocks. No, like, come
Like,
on,
really, like
don't just
I-
string it
I-
along.
I
to-
felt
to
like they
make
were
it-
holding. Yeah, they were holding
Yeah.
back with that shit. You're
Yeah,
right, Brian.
Like,
if
let
he
it
comes back and
fly,
fuck-
Mike.
and
I
he
want to
knocks the
see. I want to
motherfucker
see
out.
you doing when you show us all your training videos right now. I want to
Yeah.
see that, Mike.
Mike
Yeah.
for sure
Logan
held
Paul.
back against Roy Jones.
Oh,
I think
for
they already
sure.
had it like, hey, don't knock
They
each
even
other out.
practiced. They even practiced and shit.
How could he? Oh my god, I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's money.
You know what I did hear?
It's
Interesting.
money for Mike at this point, right?
I
Any
heard-
money Mike can get.
Yeah,
Like
there's some
cakes.
guy coming out saying that Tyron Woodley Jake Paul fight, that there was something written in the contract that nobody knew about where Woodley wasn't allowed to knock out Paul.
I would believe that.
Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't
Wouldn't
shock
I
me.
would
Yeah.
believe that. Which is why, yeah, you hit him in it. Yeah,
Which is why they'll keep making these. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's why I said until somebody finally puts one of these Paul brothers straight on their ass
Yeah.
where it's done, I'm not watching it anymore because I think it's an entertainment. It's scripted.
Yeah, it's
it
a
might as
show.
well
It
be
is.
wrestling.
Exactly. It's scripted.
Yeah,
It's-
it probably
that's
is at
exactly
this
what
point.
it is.
I mean, ingenious to them, because why not, man? The public wants to see it, and they keep paying for it. Why not? And I wouldn't be shocked if Money Mayweather had his hand in this. He was like, yo, people paid for years to see me dance and not lose. You
Right.
could do this on a smaller level, So, all right, moving forward. G League draft was yesterday, and I know not too many people care about that. However, I did think that there were some notable names in there. Lance Stevenson and Brandon Knight somehow resurrected themselves and found their way back to the G League. But LiAngelo Ball, the guy that has 19 lives, remember we were talking about how what's his face? Josh Norman, or not Josh Norman, Josh dang it, what is his name?
No, Gordon.
Gordon, thank you. Josh Gordon keeps coming back. God, man, I keep hearing about this third Ball brother. I'm over it. But another one, notable, Zaire Wade. He got drafted, which I didn't realize how quickly that occurred. But Zaire Wade he's eligible now, which is crazy. He's supposed to be
Yeah.
nice. I've seen a lot of stuff. from him.
Dwayne's kid.
He didn't go to college.
Wait,
That's
so-
why he went from
Yeah.
high school straight to the
Right.
G League now.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. He took advantage of that rule. So you guys here for this on any level or hate it all?
I still got to see what he can do. So right now, dump that shit.
Dump it all. Yeah. Shout out to Zaire Wade, man.
I mean,
Do your thing, kid. Do your
the G
think
the
he
G
does.
League. I mean, we don't really hear too much about the G League except for this stuff, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the NBA.
You can watch it though. I mean, the
You
NBA
can.
TV has a lot
you
of it.
can,
and you
but
can
I
see.
mean, it's like how many people? I'd be very interested to see like what the viewership is for a G League game for the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, is it just filler because they have a television network and they gotta put other stuff on it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Well, we'll see. I'm very intrigued to see what Zaire Wade does, and I think with Zaire Wade going this route, and also who was it? It's the rookie this year from
Who did they get
Houston.
drafted by? Just out of
Very good
curiosity.
question. Let me run that. I'm sorry.
Is LiAngelo
You're gonna
still
bring it-
is he
you're
with
gonna
the
bring up
Hornets? Is he, their
Oh,
G League affiliate? or-
Leangelo went with the Hornets, I believe, or the Grizzlies or something.
I thought I would get to. Yeah, I thought it was the Hornets, but Zaire Wade went to Salt Lake City Stars, so that's Utah Jazz's affiliate.
Of course he
And
did.
then he went 10th. Lance Stevenson went 13th to the Grand Rapids, so he's
Why is
back
that a
with.
thing? If you've already played, you've been drafted to the NBA.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm very curious about how that one works.
Because to me, doesn't that just mean like you're demoted again? Like, or
Yeah, you're just or
trying
you
to
just
hang
out the
on?
league completely. You know?
Right. Or were you
Oh,
playing
yeah.
overseas?
I agree with you.
And Luda, you were right. Yeah, LiAngelo Ball, he went with Charlotte's affiliate.
So,
Hornets
so the
affiliate.
same one that he was invited to for training
Basically.
camp.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's right back.
And
He's right back.
and Zaire went to the team that his dad now is a partial owner to. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, moving
That
forward.
actually makes sense. I didn't think about that.
Well,
Yeah.
it makes sense that that's where he went, but is he considered the 10th best player in the draft for that reason? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Whatever.
Yeah, no.
Nets are still fielding calls for Kyrie. This is another saga
Yeah.
that keeps going on.
You might as well. I mean, he's not. It's not looking like he's going to play, right? They've pretty much told him to stay home. They don't want it to be a distraction.
I saw a report that said that he had met with the team and it went really well. He just told him that he wasn't mentally ready to play as well. I'm just fucking around, guys.
I know. Well, this fun. That was funny.
The sad thing is most people would hear that and probably still believe it.
Yeah. Moving forward, Penn State
Yeah.
and was it Illinois
Yeah.
had
Illinois.
a crazy game, 9 overtimes. Holy shit! Why 9 overtimes? there should be a limit on this shit.
Well, they changed the rule this year actually too for the overtime. So the overtimes are a little faster than what they used to be in college football.
but still,
because I think like after the second regular overtime, they start immediate. Everything just becomes going for a 2-point conversion, and whoever does it and doesn't do it wins. So that you're not doing the full from the 25-yard line in every single time and all that kind of stuff. But regardless,
I get it. You don't like draws, but come on. After 5, draw.
Yeah.
Well, my thing too is what's wrong with Penn State right now?
Oh,
That you lose at home to Illinois.
I mean, they're a tough team. We said it. There's a lot of parity. I think Georgia is your stand out number one. They're going to run it. That's it.
And number 2 should be Alabama.
Maybe.
And
You seen the way that they looked yesterday. They could be beat. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody could be beat after that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Cincinnati won, but it was close with Army, and Cincinnati's the number 2 team ranked right now in the country.
What team looks dominant other than Georgia?
Right.
Nobody. And
it's not even like Georgia's offense is. I mean, it's the defense. Georgia's defense is just,
they're killing it.
Did you see that? Did you see that TD that was taken back from was it Oklahoma that they said it was for taunting or some shit like that after the TD?
Man.
Oh yeah, that's a rule. They have a rule.
So they took
That's
that's stupid, dude.
That's
That
a
is fucking
stupid rule.
stupid. Yeah.
It's a stupid rule.
They let him
Hey,
get
what's
away
up?
with quite a bit in college now. So,
But if you look at the play, he
go-
wasn't even taunting. Like he just kind of like did this on the way into the end zone. Like that's all he did. That was
Yeah.
a
Come on, man.
bullshit.
Let these guys play. Unless you're going to suit
Yeah.
up and get
Let
out
'em
there
play,
and experience
ref.
what that really feels like.
Let 'em
Let them
play.
play, fam. All right, last thing, and I'm only throwing this on here because all of this type of talk has been such a hot topic lately. But Texas, of course it is Texas. They threw a ban on transgender athletes, basically saying in K-12 or K through 12, you can't compete in the league where the designate or is designated for a gender other than what's on your birth certificate.
With it, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Bump it.
Okay, give me an example. Like,
So
what are
let's
they
say
saying
let's say no, let's just say my son. Forget it. My son.
We're just gonna
says
say if you're born a female, you got to play
Yeah.
female sports.
Right.
Oh, right.
Pretty much. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at this twofold. I was like, okay, so a matter of time before birth certificates,
Yeah.
the
Get
gender is
doctored.
no longer
Or it's no longer on there.
a required field.
Yep.
Which is stupid. Which is stupid.
Or there's more than just male female on it on the birth
Yeah.
certificate.
Which is also
Right.
stupid.
Yeah.
That's
It's going to
stupid,
become
dude.
a thing.
So it's like saying, okay, we're not going to leave it blank because we don't know what this person's going to decide to want to be. Kind of deal.
No longer required.
You were
you
born
know?
a girl, you're a girl. Now, if you have a different sexuality preference, then that's a different story. But I agree with Renee. Play the fucking game, girl sports, because you have girls trying to be kickers for football teams. People are
Oh,
trying to
well,
interact.
Well, it's not even that. It's just also when you get to a certain age, bro. There's a strength difference. Like there's a natural.
I think this is the one this is to protect women.
You know what?
Natural
They
born
should,
women
they
who
should, let-
still
they should
identify
let
as
them
women.
play and let them get fucking hurt, and then they'll realize their fucking mistake. I say, you want to play
I'll tell-
hard? I'll tackle you, bitch. You know what I mean? I'll fucking don't come running over here because you're gonna get dropped to the fucking floor. You're gonna be on my fucking highlight reel. Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's more so the
All
other
right,
way.
yeah.
They don't want.
I think it is the other way. That's what I was trying to
Yeah,
get to.
it's-
Luda
this
just-
is really-
Like,
This is really
yo,
more for the male
Oh, so
athlete
Luda,
who decides
your
to become-
daughter's out there, and Tyrone now wants to be Tyranisa, but he's
Okay.
strong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He
Okay.
tackles your daughter. You know.
I'm
you're
going out there
for
to
that?
fuck them up because I'm against
All
it.
right. Well,
You know what I
everybody-
mean?
all right. Everybody gets fucked up. All
But
right.
if my daughter wants to go fucking play football on the fucking varsity team, I'm gonna be the first one to crack her ass. You know what I mean? Because she needs to learn. Did you really want to do it? I'll talk to her afterwards. She'll be like, "No, daddy, like my neck hurts now forever." You know?
Ever. What? And on that note, the fourth quarter is officially a wrap. Any final words for the people?
Stay safe. Let's go Rams.
Stay safe. Let's go.
Let's go
Rams.
Niners. Let's get this dub. Get
How
back
about
in the win
You
column.
guys enjoy your football Sunday.
How
I'm
about
going to go back
another
to enjoying some
reminder
ribs. What's
for,
that?
for your half
Yeah.
week
Yeah,
segment,
please
man.
tap in Wednesday
On YouTube.
at 6:30 p.m. That's East, that's Pacific time on YouTube only. Our
Right.
half episodes, and all we're really covering is NFL. I know Renee tries to take us all over the place, but all we're supposed to be
Not
covering is NFL. And once again, this was his idea, people.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I just
Pre-week.
asked you about one thing, and that was the Lakers' very, very first.
I
pick.
want to talk about why Russell Westbrook's ascot is worn around his neck. Like random stuff. Like I don't want to
Yeah,
talk
man.
about none of that. We're talking about
I
NFL.
want to talk about how he dressed. That's your boy. That's your favorite player.
He's one of my favorite players. You're not wrong.
You got
I
to co-sign
have
that
nothing to
dressing,
say
too.
about. I have nothing to say about the way that man dresses. That has nothing to do with me. All right, just like you. All
Your
right?
son might look up
Anyways.
to him one day.
Maybe, and I will be like, "Damn, that's really how you want to dress." But I can promise you, it's not hot. Anyways. And what do I know about fashion? All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in again, man. Rejoin us again, like we said, Wednesday for the half episode. We'll be back next week for episode 78. It's supposed to be a spooky one, right? It's Halloween next Sunday, y'all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it'll be
Wear
a
your
thriller, that's
costume.
for sure. All right, man. I'll talk.